Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for those that don't know, my name is Olubukola Akimalaya Oguntele. I'm a registered nurse. I live and work in England, United Kingdom. And today I've got someone special, someone coming to speak to every international person who lives and work in United Kingdom and has been meaning to, get their MSc done, but there is a bit of a time constraint, the constraints with a very busy schedule, very busy life in the UK. But then they would indeed love to, advance their studies, advance, their level of practice, with regards to the MSc, that's the master's degree certificate in the UK. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So are you an international nurse, international banking and accounting officer, international architect, whatever it is, and you'd love to do, something in MSc, especially for those who would love to transition, whatever it is you're doing at the moment, you'd love to transition and get into IT and get a master's degree in it, then this video is definitely for you. So I've got someone ready, very ready to speak to you. She's a Nigerian as well. And for those that are non-Nigerian, it won't matter because the information cuts across. And she works currently with the University of Hull, Hull, University of Hull, as a student recruitment consultant, and she'll be ready to take your questions today. I really hope you have one for her, and I really hope you get value for your time. So as I await, our guest today, I'd just like to mention that, especially with the not new, but there with so many graduations here and there, master's, PhD, everyone's graduating. You can see pictures of people in their graduation gowns here and there. And you're wondering, is it my turn yet? I want to do it, but I don't have the money. How can I go about doing it? Then that's everything we're going to be talking about today. Another question people ask is, I'm on Tier 2 visa. How can I possibly, do a master's degree on a Tier 2 visa? Am I allowed to? Because I don't want anything to affect my indefinite leave to remain in some years' time. So these are questions we'll be answering today. So I'll just check to make sure the guest speaker hasn't left me a message, because that happens oftentimes where people are struggling to come in. There we go. She's here now. I'll just add her to the stream, guys.
Hi, everyone.
Oh.
I wouldn't know if this is the right setting because I'm seeing myself like upside down.
If you move your phone away.
If I move?
Your phone or your laptop the other way around. Like
okay. So
make it vertical. Not
vertical, right. Oh, I see.
That's better. Keep coming. A bit
more.
All the way. That's it. You can move your chair, maybe. That's it.
Let me see.
That
doesn't fall. Okay.
That's very much better.
Is it manageable?
It's perfect.
Can we use it this way? Okay.
Yeah, that's how it should be. That's how I am.
Okay.
So I've got other than Vera or Vera, let's call it the British way, and Date So I'll leave her to introduce herself, but whilst we wait for the introductory parts, are you watching this on replay? Please, and you think you have any questions, following this video session, just leave your question in the comment section. We'll definitely pick it up. I'll definitely let her know if the question is for her. And also, if you're leaving your comments, your question, your contribution on the on the YouTube, on my YouTube channel, I might have to pop into YouTube at some point. So at some point my camera may go off. That's me trying to work on the background. So I think that's all of the housekeeping. So, and we will start now. So I'll leave you to have the floor for a minute.
Okay, all right. I'm just going to introduce myself briefly. You've already said my name, Vera Adetobi. I'm student recruitment consultant at the University of Hull. Prior to that, I've been helping students come abroad to study. So when I became the student recruitment consultant for University of Hull, I decided, okay, let me share info. Okay, let me correct it. student recruitment consultant for postgraduate study online.
All right. Okay.
Yes. So it's actually for the online study.
Okay.
So
Lovely.
those that want to study online. And I'm going to be explaining that how it works. That's why we're here actually. So I mean, people have several meanings to online study,
Yeah.
but we're going to be seeing why it's beneficial and if it's a good fit for you today.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. And for those that are viewing us at the moment, I really hope it's something you'd like to hear. And if you think you've got a friend somewhere who is wanting to progress in their career as a postgraduate, and because of time constraint, like I mentioned at the start of this video, they're thinking they can't physically go, to the class or classroom, and they would benefit from an online study. How about you share this link? So if you click on the option share on my YouTube channel, just as you're watching, there's an option that says share. Please share to
Okay.
them, share to the groups you belong to, and let us all benefit a thing or two. So that's Vera there. She's introduced herself. So before we start taking questions, I've got just the first question for you, and which is what everybody likes to know about any university or whether any job they want to go into, and it is the
Yeah.
uniqueness of. So, what exactly makes the University of All unique, which you think every person that watches this live or as a replay would benefit, from as an option of you need to select?
Yeah. So for University of Hull, actually, you see, from the onset, from the beginning, we are like mentoring you from the beginning to graduation and after graduation. What do I mean
Right.
by that? If you have any contact with the University of Hull platform, either online or email or whatsoever, you're just asking questions. We're going to give you resources, and then we're going to call you, and then we are going to begin to see where you are right now, what your goals are, and then we'll see how we can help you achieve the goal. So you're not just coming to come and ask questions, and then we'll just give you one link. For example, I'll give you an example. Recently, I went to a site, one of these schools, competitors, and I made inquiry like a student. I just got a feedback. I just got a reply of a link. Nobody followed up to say, okay, this lady probably she wants to study and then she needs more information. They just sent me a link and that was it. We don't do that at University of Hull. If you make any inquiry, we're going to give you the resources you need, and then we're going to call you to say, okay, how can we help you? So basically, one-to-one helping. That's if there's anything like that. One-to-one mentorship, we're going to help you to achieve your dream, your goal. So we're going to know what your goals are and how we can help you achieve it. Number two, University of Hull. I want to blow the trumpet of University of Hull before I begin to say the benefits. We're the number fourth university in England. We are fourth, and then 97% of our students after graduation end up in their desired career within 6 months. They end up to either do PhD or settle in their careers. That's because when we finish mentoring you to settle in on a course, we now hand you over to a student advisor. So probably when you now start the course, you now have problems here and there. Probably you don't know what to do, where to go, how to achieve this. We still have mentorship. We have a student advisor that will advise you all through your study. And then when you graduate, we'll now fix you in our alumni, very rich alumni. We have great people that have graduated from the University of Hull. So we now put you there to continue the mentorship. So we don't just get students and then leave them to themselves. And then one great thing again about University of Hull this online study is once your certificate is not an online certificate. Your certificate is your certificate from the University of Hull. So you are the same. You're as a person that studied online. That's how legit the certificate is. And then graduation is not virtual. Graduation is we are coming to the school, we are organizing the graduation like just normal on-site graduation. So basically you have it all. So should I keep on with the benefits of this online, or just let me
My
just hang
God.
on for the questions? to
Just
come
keep
in
going.
and then let me not finish everything I have to say.
Okay, great. Thank you very, very much. I mean, I'm so wowed to know that mentorship starts from, the point of inquiry, of
Inquiry.
that course you want to get into, up until
Yeah.
the in the course of your choice, and even
Yeah.
after graduation, when you want to find your feet in the job market.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Mm-hmm.
so good to know.
Yeah, I forgot to mention we have an employability team. I forgot that. We have a
Oh,
career and employability team. Yeah. So they're going to
that's
mentor you on your career. They're going to mentor you like, oh, okay, so now you've finished. Is this what you want to do? And they're going to help you with everything you need, your career, your CV, your interview, the way the personnel you have to carry to get the job. So everything is like made for you.
wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
That's so good. I didn't know that really. That's so,
Yeah.
so good. I wish I could put everything on screen, just so people watching on replay can just catch it on screen. But of course, they will hear your voice and they will hear you say
Yeah.
it. So the next question is what I would imagine everybody would want to know, and that's the admission requirements. So if I
Yeah.
want to come to the University of All, does it matter the kind of course I want, postgraduate course I want to come for? Does it matter what matters and what doesn't matter? Could you just tell us the requirements in general, please?
Okay, so in order to get in, it's not really difficult. We just
Good.
need basic things. Okay, our competitors require you to have 2-1 to study a master's program, but we were very flexible. We need 2-2. If you
Oh,
have 2-1, great. If you have first class, awesome. But if you have 2-2, you're welcome. So we just need you to have 2-2 honors degree and relevant experience. So perhaps you have an experience on that field. It's very, very key. So we need you to have 2-2 relevant experience. If English is not your first language, we need you to write an IELTS. So we have some people from Africa, for example, Nigeria. I'm going to put Nigeria example. They tell you, we speak English. So most Nigerians are exempted from that. At the
oh,
University of, I can't say about other schools, but
that's
yeah, for this online study, we exempt Nigeria because we know we studied in English. So if
mhm.
English is not your first language in your country, we need IELTS 6.0. We need what they call it, reference, academic reference, or professional reference from you.
Wow,
That's basically it. And then your personal statement why you want to study at the University of Hull.
right. Okay.
And we have non-standard, that's the standard requirement for you. We call it good boy or good girl. Now you don't have degree. That's non-standard. That's why I say welcome. We are very flexible in our study program. So you don't have a degree. That's non-standard requirements. You are welcome. What we need is you have your relevant experience. Probably you've worked 5 years on this field, that field you want to read or you want to study on. You're
Oh,
welcome. So you don't have a degree, just have the experience and a diploma somewhere.
right.
So
Okay.
once you have a diploma and then you have relevant experience, give us essay. Now you're going to write an essay. So that essay is okay. I love this. Just tell us why you want to study. 1,500 words, and then you're good to go. You have a master's degree.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
That's so good. So it's good to know that you don't even have to have a degree,
you
in
don't.
that course, just an experience, a job experience. So how do you
Yeah,
then fulfill part, how, we Nigerians, we have something we call ND, from back home. So with
yeah.
that suffice, do you reckon that would,
Yes, that's exactly what we're saying. That's
that's
exactly
good.
what that's a non-standard entry requirement. That's a non-standard student. So you go through that route. You're welcome. You can have a
Oh,
master's degree with HND.
oh, that's so good. So does that
Yes.
mean that they would be paying more, or what's the implication of,
Absolutely not. It's
oh, that's
still the same masters with the person that has a degree. It's still the same course. It's still the same everything. So it's just that you have
right.
more experience. you don't have a degree, but you have more experience, and then you
Right.
can prove it in your essay writing, 1,500 words, to say, okay, I don't have a degree, but I mean, I have so experience. I've done this, I've done this, I've done that. This is my passion. I want to do this,
Wow. Wow,
and that's it.
that's so good. Right. You know how you then talked about students that have two and above. Is it above? I want to
Mhm.
say now, say the university allows such. So can you do you think, or can you say from experience, that people
Mhm.
that came in with low grades, got affected, say later on in their practice, later on in the course of their program, do they still do well, if you get what I mean? I think that's the point I'm trying to make. Does it matter or not if you had a 2-2 for starters?
Of course not. We know that these grades usually does not. These grades don't reflect, are not a true. Most times, they are not a true reflection of who the person actually is. I'll take
Abs-
myself for example. I didn't graduate to the first class. Doesn't mean that what a first class person is doing in my organization is way more than what I can do. I don't even
Wow.
understand. So having a first class or a 2-2 really is just paper. What can you deliver? What do you
True.
have to give? What skills, soft and hard skill, do you have to give? What can you contribute to the growth of an organization? Some people can't even prove their certificates.
Wow.
So if you are able to prove your worth, you're able to bring your skills to the table. I mean, that's what is required now in this time and age, actually. Your ability to say, okay, this is what I have to give to this organization to move them to where they're going.
That's so good. I'm so glad to hear that. And when you then mentioned 1,500 words, to write as your personal statement, are there keywords based on your experience that you would expect, when reading a personal statement, just so someone gets selected to be with the university?
That's exactly what the mentorship program, like I mentioned earlier, is for. So if it's something you're interested in, I mean, you just send a message and then we'll pick it up from there.
Right.
It would ask some questions to see where you are right now and how we can be of help to you. So whatever
Right.
area you are, we'll pick it up from there. We're going to help you with where you are to where you want to go. So it's not a problem. That's what University of Hall is for. We have
Okay.
mentorship. We have uh, we have the team to help you through to your admission, through to enrollment and to graduation.
That's so good. That's so good. So I'm sure it's so reassuring, or rests and mind resting rather, for anyone who wants to go into the program and is thinking, I'm not very good with essays. And something I've realized about this country and studying in this country is that, unlike Nigeria, where we do la cram la pour, maybe some other, I'm assuming there would be non-Nigerians watching this, so I try my videos to be, as general as possible. Our own education system, we read to pass and we know every line. The UK system is such that you write essays, and that was why I asked the question, because sometimes it is your chances of passing depends on how good your essay is. And like something
Mm.
she's highlighted, with the University of All, you would actually be held in your hands even at the face of writing that personal statement. So that's your mentorship, started at that point up until the time you get the, what do we call it, to start the course? What do we call that thing? When you submit an application and they come back to you that it has been
Offer
successful.
letter.
Offer letter, that's it. So up
Yeah,
until
you
that
get an offer.
point to start and all of that. So that is so cool and it sounds really good. I don't know if anybody has any question. I will, before I start the comment section, I'll just ask you the next question. So as you plan or prepare to answer us, I'll then run through my question, my what's it called, comment section, to see if there
Yeah.
is any for anybody. So the next question I'd like to know is the cost of the program. How much it costs? Is there an international fee? Is there a home student fee and things like that? But before you answer us, I'll just make sure I'm not leaving anyone hanging as per question. So I might have to turn my video off for a minute. I'm still here with you. Stay tuned. I'll just run to YouTube and see, because I'm using the StreamYard app.
Okay.
So for that reason,
Yeah. So
I've realized sometimes people watching YouTube live may have questions from that end.
I'm just going to run through some of the
So,
benefits quickly before I answer the question for the course. So I'm going to
right,
run quickly through the benefits of the online study. Now,
right,
we have people that want to, you have people that want to study, they want to obtain a degree. I've had them. 5 years, they're still on it. I want to, I want to, I want to. The best bet for you is just to get an online degree. You just enroll online and do it self-paced. So the one of the benefits of having an online master's degree is it's self-paced. You don't have to put pressure on yourself to attend lectures at a certain time. So all you need is just 15 to 20 hours weekly to dedicate to your study. So you can squeeze in 2 hours or 3 hours in a day to just sit down and log into the Canvas. We use a platform called Canvas. So you just log in and start reading, attending lectures. The lectures are pre-recorded, but we have one live events on Friday. So on Friday, you get to meet your lecturer face to face and your fellow student. So all of you can interact and do or whatnot, whatever you want to do. But it's also not compulsory if you can attend, because this is actually made for busy professionals. It's for busy. So the kind of people you meet with online study is not the same with those you meet on campus. So if you're actually looking for networking, is actually online. That's the best, because you meet professionals, people that are doing well in their careers, people that are in big places. So if actually your goal is to network, I would advise to do an online study instead of on campus, where you meet people probably that just finished from a university and they're just going on and on. That's not to say there's no networking on campus. I'm just saying that majorly people you find online are busy professionals, just like yourself, that have worked several years in different sectors. So number two is it's flexible learning. You do it at your own pace. You can put it around your schedule. So probably you're a busy person, you just work out when you want to sit down and read. There's no particular time. Nobody say wake up 9 a.m. No, you are the one to determine when you want to read. But you need to dedicate at least 15 to 20 hours weekly to be able to succeed on this course. So part of the screening process when you come to us is we ask, can you dedicate 15 to 20 hours every week to your study? If you say yes, perfect. Just put it around your schedule. If you're a busy person, okay, probably in the evening or weekends, I'll log into my study and read and do my reading. So number three is, like I mentioned before, the whatever graduation is not virtual. It's what do you call it? Live. You attend graduation like every other person. So you've had your flexibility, and then you are still graduating like everyone else, and your certificate is holding the same degree pedigree with those that went on campus. So you had your cake and you ate it at the same time. So I feel like it's
that
the best.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. And I'm very sure those that are still on tier two visa, as an example, that have come in as healthcare professionals or whatever kind of, role you've come in as much as you're on a kind of visa that states you're not allowed, to do work over 20 hours. It then means that you can still go on this kind of course, because at the end
Mm-hmm.
of the day, all they require from you is just 15 to 20 hours per
Mm-hmm.
week of your study time, just so you can pass. It's a prerequisite. So that
Yeah.
said, I've intentionally highlighted this part because it's one of the commonly asked questions, from nurses, that have come in on the tier 2 visa and they're wondering, I don't want to get into trouble, I don't want anything to affect my indefinite leave to remain application in some years time, can I pursue my academic goal, whilst on a tier 2 visa? Yes, you can. This thing really worries so many people, and like you've heard from Vera Toby herself, she's a student consultant, online student consultant, and she has said it, you've heard it from her mouth directly. So do not worry, do not be troubled, and let's get on to the next question. So the next
sorry, let me just come in quickly to that, what you just said. Now, this particular online study is not the visa, there's no visa sponsorship for this. So it's not the same as those that went on campus, are going on campus.
Yeah.
So you don't need to worry about the visa. It doesn't affect any visa because there's no visa attached to it at all. It's online, everything is virtual. So if you're doing it in Ghana, you're doing it in Cameroon, you can't come in to the UK with there's no visa to use to come into the UK, except you want to come on a visiting visa. And the visiting visa is what you can now use to attend your graduation on the graduation day. We send the invites out for you to come in. So there's no, it's not a tier 4 visa. So it doesn't affect your current status, whatever you are in the UK. So it's virtual. You can finish, get your certificates, and you're fine.
Good. So there you go. Right. Next question is the cost of the program. So would that be determined by the course I want to go for?
Exactly. So it ranges from £9,000 to about £12,000, depending on the course. Yeah. And right. You want to go to the next question? I should just keep going.
You can expand on the cost, because I was going to ask about what's it called? If there is any payment plan.
Yes. So I was going there. So you see, that's why I said we care a lot about you. We know that 10,300 or £10,500 is a lot of money to cough out at once to say you want to study. So we've made the payment plan for you.
Okay.
There is no application fee to study to have a master's degree. You don't need to apply. You don't need to pay to apply for anything. You just say, this is what I want to do. And then we see that you're a good fit. And that's it. So, but once we give you an offer letter, you would pay an acceptance fee, which is £250 to accept the offer.
Right.
Now, we have payments plan and we have funding options. For UK residents, if you've stayed 3 years in the UK, or you're a British citizen, or what's the third eligibility criteria for? There's government funding for those that have lived in the UK for 3 years. So there's something called student loan, and that's government funding for anyone that has stayed in the UK for 3 years. You're entitled to it. You go and apply. If you're a British citizen, you go and apply. So government will cover the cost of your study, and that includes the acceptance fee. So majorly, you don't even need to, basically, you're not paying anything if you're going to use the government funding. But if you're not using the government funding and you want to pay, you want to self-fund, you want to pay the school fees yourself, you pay £250 to accept the offer, and then you can spread the rest over the cost of your study.
Okay, that makes sense. So if for people that want to self-fund, say they want to get it out of the way now, but they're not up to 3 years now and they want to start. So of course, I'm assuming they'll pay the £250 themselves. Yes. And the £50, say my total cost is £9,000. Does the £250 come out of the £9,000?
Exactly. It comes out of the overall cost of the cost, right. And then the balance will be spread towards the duration of the study. Okay. And our courses are 2 years. So 2 years part-time. 2-year part-time. So you spread it over 2 years.
So do you decide how you want to break it down, or somebody sits with you, whether virtually?
Yeah, but normally we advise 1,600 and I think 75 every 4 months. But it depends on a case by case It depends on the individual. So it's usually on a case by case,
Right.
you know,
What
case by case.
yeah, I get what you
So
mean.
it depends on the person, it depends on the individual, it depends on your situation. So yeah.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. So if my cost, back to my example, if my cost was 8,000, sorry, £9,000, I paid 250. I have 8,000, 750 left to pay. So I'm expected to pay, just to make sure I got you right for the benefit of my viewers. You know,
Yeah.
is I'm expected to pay 1,000. Did you say 1,000? What? A
A
thousand?
thousand 600 plus. Yeah, every 4 months.
Between 1,006
It
and a
depends
thousand.
on the cost. Like for example, if it's like a 10,000, I'm speaking on a 10,000 based on a £10,000 school fees.
Yeah.
But if it's 8,000 and you've taken out 250, then the
Mhm.
balance shouldn't be that huge.
Right.
If we're going to use a calculator to do that, so
Right. Okay.
every 4 months you pay a particular amount of money.
Okay. Okay. And you spread it for the 2 year period.
2 year period, yeah.
So you don't have any, there is no course, the University of All offers that is below 2 years as per the master's online
No,
postgrad
online 2 years, 2 years part
standard.
time. Yeah,
Okay.
2 year part
Okay, I
time.
hope you got that, guys. So it's a standard 2 year program, irrespective of the course you're going for, in as much as it is an online postgraduate, course you want to go for. It has to be 2 years, and you're allowed to spread your money. You're allowed to pay whatever the division is every 4 months. So just before I jump to the next question, are you able to tell me what happens when, God forbid, the student defers the payments, where what they went planning happens and they do not think they'll be able to pay the next chunk in the next 4 months?
Oh, that's not a problem. You still have 2 years to make your payment. Like I said, you spread the cost of the
Right,
course in the
right.
2 year duration of your course.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. So, and that's the payment option and plans we've talked about. And it's so funny how time flies, because we're 31 minutes into
Yeah, I
the
just
video.
wanted to quickly come in. For those that want to do healthcare leadership, you want to go into leadership, into management position as a healthcare person. You've worked 5 years on a post. It's time to go into management. It's simple. Just pick up this course called healthcare leadership. And once you're finished, this is a level 7 equivalent. So you're into management position already. No one's going to give you anything lesser than that. And there's something you can use to fund your study if probably you don't have the money. It's called employer sponsorship. You can go to your employer and pitch in that they should sponsor your masters. I mean, you tell them the benefits it's going to have for the organization. Give them a proposal. Some employers are actually waiting on you to come to them. People are not exploring that line. Go to your employer, tell them you want to do this course. Probably you worked with them for a while, for some years. Go to them, you want to do this healthcare leadership, and then this is the cost of the program. Write a proposal, write the benefits, what you're going to give back to them after you're finished. And another key thing is you have to go early. Go when they are probably making the beginning of the financial year of the company, probably when they want to put together the budget for that year. That's when you should go. Don't go in the middle when they're already spending the money. When they are making plans, the beginning of the financial year, you go so that they can include the cost of your masters to their budget. And another thing you should consider is what they call it. Tell them early. That's at the beginning of the financial year. And we've had people that have had sponsorship from their employers. You can give it a try. And we have more information on that. If it's something you want to try, we can coach you on that.
Right, that makes sense, and I really hope you understand this analogy, because it's a juicy one. So,
Yeah.
indeed, for instance, NHS, as an employer, sponsor nurses, sponsor doctors, and other healthcare professionals, to get on some courses.
Yeah.
Start naming them. That's not the purpose of this, video. So, and like something she's then rightly highlighted to you, apart from the general course that that the NHS can, send you for, whether you work as whatever unit you work and they're sending you for your nurse prescribing course, or the trainee advanced clinical practitioner course, or the trainee nurse practitioner course, or these other courses that are more specialty centered, like say diabetes specialist courses, or what have
Yeah.
you. Apart from
Or
this, this is
dementia. We
Vera
have a course in
Toby telling
dementia as
you.
well.
Yeah, there you go. So they have a course in dementia as well. This is her telling you that you can also, speak to her, so you both can explore, courses that you can get your employer, that's NHS, maybe if you're a nurse or whatever company you work with, to sponsor for you. And like
Let me
points
just
that
quickly.
highlighted,
Okay.
you have to mention it. Of course, like today being the 24th of July. If you go now, I suppose it's a bit too late. So if you want to work towards next year, as an example, then you have to start speaking to them from today. I'll let you speak now. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry to cut you short there. I just wanted to quickly add in for those that are looking, okay, what can I study? Like, what is the in thing now, or what's the future? I just want to quickly chip in dementia. You see, dementia, it's been estimated that the number of those that are going to, well, or the numbers are going to increase to about 1 million in the coming years. So that means that's a huge gap. And then we don't have enough hands on that. We don't have enough people to cater to that. So if you're actually looking at something to specialize on, you can look in the area of dementia, because if the demand is high, that means the, what do you call it? And the supply of those that are going to take care of the demand is low. What does that mean? Increase in your reward, whatever that means for you. So meaning that the fee or the payment for your service in that area, it's not going to be the same with someone that is doing a general
Yeah.
part. Do you get
Yeah.
what I
Absolutely.
mean? So if you're looking at something for the future, I think dementia it is, and we are currently recruiting for that. We have a
Good.
course, we have a master's program for that.
Good.
And we have 3 start dates. We have July, and we have September, and we have January. So
Then-
if you're looking to start for July, July is actually, we are rounding up for July, but we can still take in some people next week. And after next week, that'll be all for July. But for September, we're currently recruiting majorly for September. And
Okay.
there are some courses that have discounts on them for this
Right.
July. For example, I think healthcare, no, engineering management. If you want to
Right.
go into engineering, the cost has been taken down from 10,000 to
Right.
7,900. That's for July intake. So, but for September, we are yet to know. We don't know if there's going to be any discount yet, but there's something called early bird discount for those that quickly register to
Right.
start in September. There's a percentage taken that will be taken off from their school fees. There's discounts about
Okay.
25 to 30%.
That's so good. That's so good. So, is there a way we can know there is a discount ongoing in a sorry, on a course? You know how you mentioned the engineering uh,
Yeah,
if I'm right.
yeah,
So, is there a way?
engineering.
No, do we keep an eye out on the University of Hull website, or with the guidance of someone like you, as an example?
You can check the website because we normally update the website all the time. And you can also send in inquiries. I'm
Right.
also available for anyone that wants to, for you're on this platform right now. Anyone that needs more clarification in any area, although I'm busy, but you can send me a message. You can always send me messages on Instagram. My Instagram page is Vera Adetobi. Vera Adetobi. Vera
Oh,
Adetobi. So you come on Instagram, send me a message, and I would try to respond on time. I will
okay.
try.
There you
So
go.
any inquiry whatsoever, anything, doesn't there's no stupid question, and there's no too much intelligent question. Whatever needs you have, just that's my job. That's why I'm here. So just ask, and I will guide you on the way to go on what to do.
There you go. There you go. So for you that, what we are saying, we probably haven't touched that thing that is pressing your own toes. You can have a conversation with Virate Toby at the end of this, session. Instagram name for those that will be watching on replay, or if you did not hear, is just her name as you can see on screen. Just type it that way on Instagram and you will get her. You can leave her a DM and she'll be back, to respond as soon as she can. So, right, we're 39 minutes into this session, and I really want to thank everyone that has been, that has started with us and is still here with us and plans to end with us. And for those that will be watching on replay as well, I really hope you got value for your time. I don't have any question yet on this section, on this page, sorry. So I'll have a quick look at the YouTube page just to make sure I'm not leaving any questions out. uh do, 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 do. Just trying to have a look there. So the thing about topics like this that I've noticed is that oftentimes the questions don't come there and then. The
Yeah.
questions come after they've probably, what's the word, reminisced, or what's the
Yeah.
other word, reflected on everything they've heard, everything they've jotted down, or probably
Hmm.
watched it again, and the questions may then come flying.
Yeah.
So in case you have any question after, you now know how to contact her. Is there any other way to reach you apart from your Instagram page? Do you have like a business mobile?
Yes, but I don't know it off heart because we just got the numbers. But I'm
Right.
going to put it on my
Up.
link. I'm going to put it on my bio on my
Right.
page. So I'm going to
Good.
put my official email address and
Good.
my office number there as well.
Okay, there you go. And also, once I get the office number, I will put it in the description box, as well as a link to Vera Adetobi's Instagram page. So you can just click on that link directly. It takes you to our Instagram page. You get a number from the description box. You can also get it from our page directly yourself. And I suppose that's everything. So, is there anything you'd like to mention that you remembered that we haven't, talked about in the course of this conversation?
Uh,
Anything you want to add?
Not really. I think we've said it all, basically.
Yeah.
That's it. So if anyone that just, yes, thank you for asking that question. Now we have an open evening for those that, okay, I want to see how this online stuff works. I
Right.
don't really understand it. We have an open evening. It's called an open house or open evening, where
Right.
you'll be taking like a tour around how it's going to work, how online study works. You probably
Right.
meet some program directors and
Right.
ask any question you may have on
Right.
Wednesday on the 27th of July, 6 p.m.
Okay. Just a minute. I'll just write it on the screen so people can get it. So did you say the next open house
Yes, open evening. It's called open evening.
or open evening? Oh, there you go.
Yes, on
So
Wednesday.
the next open evening for the University of Hull online
Yes,
studies. Did I
yes,
get that right?
yes. It's Wednesday, 27th of July by 6 p.m.
Wednesday. Just trying to make sure. Wednesday, 27th of July, 2022. And time is when? Sorry.
6 p.m. in the evening.
So do they need to come physically, or there's a link
No,
to
it's a virtual event. So you're going to get a link to attend after registration.
right,
So you can go on the site to register, or you can also check my I'm going to put the link on my bio as well on how
right,
to register for that event.
right. Okay. All right. So there we go. So link on how you can join would be on Vera Adetobi's Instagram page. And I suppose that's everything for now.
Yeah.
I'll just write that on the screen. Link will be on bio or on the bio section. Vera Adetobi on Instagram bio. Lovely. Anything else you want to mention?
Yeah, that'll be all. So I'll be looking forward to seeing you at our university.
Hey. Thank you so much. So to my lovely, very, very great subscribers or people that have come to watch, whether you're subscribed or not, and you're thinking, okay, I've got my question now. Like I said, you can always pop your question in the comment section or reach Veradi Toby via our Instagram page as well. And just make sure that you speak your mind up. And remember that the perfect time to do anything never comes. You have to squeeze the time, you have to be intentional, and you have to
Yeah.
push yourself, especially when the motivation is on the low. All
Yeah.
right, that's everything for now. Remember to
Mm.
subscribe to my channel. I remain Olubukola Akimolayo Ogundele. I'm a registered nurse. I live and work in the UK. I'm an entrepreneur, like some of you know already. I'm a vlogger, and also I do a bit of everything. I have some contents that I've done on how to buy a house, on junior ISA, everything you need to know about credit card and the like. So if any of these is of interest to you, you can click on the section that says home, then from home to video, and then have a list of my have a look at my playlist and the list of the videos that I've done so far. If any is of interest to you, you can just watch them, share them for me, please. Like them, they're good for my, your likes are good for my YouTube algorithm. And please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, Veradi Toby, for today. I will let you
Yeah.
go on to have a lovely evening. And
Uh, Before I go to have a lovely evening, Nicola, we mentioned in the advert as well that for those that want to transition, I don't think we discussed that, did we? I think we missed out on that. So I'll just quickly just say something about that. So,
right,
for example, you haven't made up your mind to do a master's program. We have something called PG certificate and PG
right,
postgraduate diploma. The postgraduate
right,
certificate is just for 15 weeks. So you can try that and get your certificates. You can use
right,
that to now transition to work in any sector you want to work
right,
in. Probably you want to move from one place to another. Just come
right,
and do our PG certificates. You don't need any entry requirements. You don't need to
right,
have relevant experience. You don't need to have anything.
right.
As long as you have a degree, come and do the postgraduate certificate program or postgraduate diploma program. And then if you now feel that, okay, I can do this master's, I can continue, you just continue. So PG certificate is not something that is just on its own. Then you now come and start master for 2 years. No, it's a continuation. After your PG certificate, you can stop, get your certificate and go and work where you want to work. Or you can continue with the master's program, continue with the modules for that 2 year period and graduate as a master's degree holder.
Okay.
I don't know if
There's
you
a
understand.
question. I
Yeah.
do. So there's a question in the comment section, but before we take it quickly, I'd like to ask you. So you see the PG deep, that's PG diploma or the PG certificate.
Mm,
Do you advise one takes it in the course or area of interest as against the
mm.
random area? I've
Oh,
asked because you've said we can then decide to
mm-hmm.
carry on and then
Yeah.
make
So
master's
it's
courses in.
for those that probably want to move into a sector and they don't have any experience in that sector. I would advise to come and do PG certificates.
Okay,
Yeah.
right,
So you don't have experience in a particular sector you're looking at. Once you do the PG certificate, because it doesn't require anything to do it, we don't.
right,
There's no entry requirement as long as you have BSc
right,
in any field. Come and take
right.
up the PG certificate in the area you want to move into. So
Mm-hmm.
once you finish the PG certificate, you can now take the certificate and go and work, or you can continue to the master's, finish up the master's module and get the master's certificate.
Okay,
So it's a starting point to the master's program. So you can
okay,
either stop or continue and finish the master's program. So if you
right,
finish the first 15 weeks, you get a PG certificate and go and work.
right,
But
right,
if you say, no, I want to continue to the master's, you continue from that 15 to 20 to 2 years, and then
right.
you get your master's degree.
Okay,
So it's a
that makes
stepping stone for anyone that doesn't have a relevant experience in the field you want to go. But if you
okay,
have the relevant experience, but you
right.
still don't want to do the full master's, you just need a certificate quickly, you can
Mm.
also do the PG certificate or diploma.
Okay. And like I heard you right, it takes 15 weeks. That's
For the
about
PG certificate, the
4 months.
diploma, it's about 24 weeks.
Okay,
The
so
diploma is sorry about that. The diploma is about a year and a half. So it's almost like the master's, but without the dissertation.
Right.
So without the dissertation, once you
Oh,
finish, you don't do dissertation, you just get your certificate and move. But for the
okay.
PG certificate, it's just 15 weeks. And
Right.
then you get your certificate. Then if you now feel, oh, I like this, I think I'm doing well, you now continue to the
Okay.
master's program.
Okay, that makes sense. And do you have PG diploma as well as PG certificates courses in every area, every specialty, if you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Do
in
you have it?
all our courses. Yes, in
Yeah,
most of the courses. So there are some, I think just anyone that doesn't have, it won't be more than like two or three. So
right.
it depends. So if you're communicating with any of our consultants on the particular course, so would look at it and say, okay, this one doesn't have PG certificate. This one has PG certificate and diploma.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So for someone, you know how we talked about how someone who has an HND can move into masters with the
Mm-hmm.
University of all. Can
Yeah.
someone who doesn't have a degree, move into PG cert or PG diploma if they like?
You don't have a degree. You are talking about non-standard.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
No.
of course, you have relevant experience. You
Okay.
have relevant experience, but with a diploma.
Right.
For you to be able
Okay.
to take a master's program, you need to have had this diploma with relevant experience.
Experience.
For non-standard entry to the
Okay. I
master's
get.
program, straight up, right?
Mhm.
But if you take a PG diploma with us, you just continue to the master's program,
Right.
whether you have experience or not.
Right. Right.
So you
Okay.
just take this PG diploma and continue to your master's program with us. But if you come just you want to go straight up to do a master's program, we require you to have a diploma and relevant experience for
Okay.
non-standard entry.
Oh, that makes plenty of sense. So, I think along the line you may have answered Agape's question, and the first one was: is it a level 7 program? Agape, do you mean the PG set or the PG diploma course? I think she asked that question when you were talking about PG set actually. So, is it a level 7 program?
Yes, it's which one? The PG certificate. It's not a
Yes.
level 7. It's the master's that is level 7.
Okay. Okay. There you go, Agape. Or the PG dip. Okay. She's answered in the comment section. So she was just asking if the PG Deep, was a level 7 program. So she has replied to say it's the master's program that is a level 7 program. So the other question says, um can you also do it if you have experience in that sector? I think she has replied to say yes, even your experience in the sector
Yes, you have
makes it
experience in
more
the sector. You
beneficial and
can.
increases your
You can do the
chances.
PG diploma. You can do the PG certificates. Anyone you want.
There you go. Okay, thank you very much. And that's everything with regards question at the moment. We'll leave people to digest this 52-minute video and probably reach out to us. I really hope people get value for their time. Right, and
Yeah.
that'll be the end of this video today. Sorry if you're typing a question and I can't see it here. Just leave it in the comment section. We'll still pick it up. Do not worry. Watching on replay, do not worry. We'll still pick your pictures up. Right, that'll be all for now. Thanks for watching till the end. Thank you so much, Vera Toby. And
Right. No problem. Did we say for the non-standard PG diploma or OND, ordinary diploma, please,
we
not the
said
PG diploma?
we said iron national diploma.
Yeah. Or even the ND, provided you have the experience. Please, let's not
Okay.
confuse everyone.
Oh, how many years experience?
Yes, for the non-standard, you don't have a degree, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
OND or like,
Yeah,
it's 5 years.
5 years. Okay. There we go. No bother. I really hope everyone speaks a thing or two, and we shall close on this note. I don't want this video to hit an hour because I've noticed that people's attention span, once they see a video and they see 50 something minutes, they just run away and just forget all the value they can get from it. And I suppose it's just human nature. We can't help it sometimes.
Yeah.
I hope people are encouraged to click this because it's really packed with information, with knowledge, with value. And I hope those of you that have watched to the end, join at some point, whether at the beginning, middle, or the end, share this with your friends and colleagues that you think this will be of benefit to, so they can start their program ASAP. As well, we lift by rising others. Take care. Have I said it the other way around? We rise by lifting
By
others.
lifting others up.
I've said it the other way around. We rise by lifting others. Take care, guys.
All
Bye for
right.
now.
Thank you very much for having
Thank
me.
you.
Have a
You're
good evening,
welcome.
everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.